Hello everyone, it's Fred here and welcome back to the Canadian Island Life channel. It's been a while since my last video upload as I've been busy with work and getting the island cottage open for the season. In this episode, I pack Mushi into her cat backpack and take a bike ride through Honey Harbour, Brandy's Island, and even see the ghost of old Mrs. Brandon. Please don't forget to hit the like button, then hit subscribe and turn on channel notifications so you don't miss any new episodes coming up. Honey Harbour and Brandy's Island were places that I came to frequently when I was younger, but haven't been to in decades since. My grandparents had a trailer on Brandy's Island, and each May 24 long weekend, my cousin and I got to go up for a fishing weekend. I looked forward to that trip the other 362 days of the year. Honey Harbour is one of those little resort towns that has a permanent population of a few hundred-year-long residents, followed by a burst of thousands of tourists in the warmer months. The Honey Harbour General Store was a place to be as a young teen on a long weekend. They had all the right snacks, Popeye candy sticks and pop, fishing tackle, camping gear, or cap rounds for your cap gun. They had it all. Beautiful ride along the walkway at the Delawana resort early in the morning really makes you appreciate all those finer things in life. The main dock is nothing short of impressive and quite able to handle some of the massive yachts that navigate these channels. The Delawana Inn, which opened its doors initially in 1897, has seen many transformations over the years. Now, mostly a mix of rental cottages and villas, the older main building at the water's edge, once a pillar of the Muskokas, sits abandoned as rot and water damage sets in. A posted sign warns of rattlesnakes. As I enter the Honey Harbour Boat Club, I take note of the hundreds of vehicles parked, boats stored, and dock spaces. All these people park and either boat out to an island, like me, or a water access only property. This area, known as the 30,000 Islands of Georgian Bay, represents the world's largest freshwater archipelago. The area is one of the busiest fresh waterways in the world, once traveled by fur traders, then by fishermen, and now by yachts. An uncle of mine cottages in the area and says he could get to the Bahamas from here by boat if he wanted to. And so true. Out through Georgian Bay, into the Great Lakes to Chicago and the Illinois River, then into the Mississippi and out into the Gulf of Mexico. Brandy's Island is the place I stayed where my grandparents kept a small trailer. The island too has seen many transformations over the years and has now been renamed Brandy's Yachting Club. Oh, how the things change. The island has been in the Brandon family name for as long as I've known it. Each morning, old Mrs. Brandon would be up early scouring the island with her wheelbarrow and rake, picking up debris, branches, and other unwanted material. There was Mr. Brandon's shop, and in the office there was a small snack store. Once a small resort island with cabins and trailers, a small beach, lagoon, and boat launch. Aside from the times at my grandparents' trailer, sometimes our families would rent several cottages and come up for a week or two. Cabin number 5 here was one of those rentals we stayed in. There was swimming, boating, fishing, and even water skiing. What more could you ask for? As I come up on the corner where my grandparents' trailer was parked for many seasons, what was once filled with camp trailers is now winter storage for large boats and yachts. I turned the corner to... Who? What? Oh my God! Who is this person? Is this the ghost of Mrs. Brandon? How could this be? I stopped to ask if she was one of the Brandons, and she said yes, she is the granddaughter of Clara Brandon. Oh my God, how amazing is that? The granddaughter of old Mrs. Brandon on the same island at the same time of day, doing exactly the same thing with what looks like the same garden tools as her grandmother did some 40 years or 2 generations ago. Incredible! How some things never change. Next, I make my way out to what we call the Rock. If the water was high enough, it could have been a little island of its own, but it is otherwise attached to the main island. Perch, sunfish, and rock bass were always in abundance. The old cabins, starting to really show their age, are being replaced by newer, larger, all-season homes. My, how some things have changed. I take a few minutes rest on the rock, get Mushi out of the backpack, and let her stretch. The contours of the rock look identical to the way I remembered them as a child. The indents that would fill with water after a rainfall, and sometimes tadpoles too. The waters and neighboring islands look identical. Some even still had the same boathouses and cottages. As I make my way back, I approach the lagoon where all the fishermen docked their boats and unloaded their catches of bass, pike, and crappies. As boys, we would fish from the docks, catch turtles and sunfish with just hooks and no bait. The boat launch, the smells and sounds are all as they were in my mind. These things will never change.